Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey, and here's Jade Berry. Good to have you here today.
Thank you, Dan. I'm excited.
We are going to talk about Art in the Streets, which is coming up June 9th in downtown Chillicothe, so stick close. That's on the way in just a moment. But first, these words from our friends at Rathkamp Financial.
At Rathkamp Financial, we offer customized investment solutions and superior client service. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
This event was supposed to take place in late April. Rain came along, some other things, and they said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to reschedule. And you did.
And we did.
Yes, June 9th. One of the difficulties that you have with this is you're putting actual art on display out in the street, and rain doesn't like that, does it?
No, it doesn't. And their hard work doesn't like that either. So.
Yeah, precisely, especially watercolor. It'll
Right.
just run real
All
quick.
gone.
Yeah. This is the second event, right?
Yes.
Tell us about the first one, the idea for it, and how things went last year.
Well, I'm on the board of the Pump House Center of Arts, and we really wanted to do something that would, a lot of times you do a lot of inviting people into what you're doing, a lot of that, and we wanted to come out to the community instead. And the Pump House is a beautiful place, but a lot of people don't know that it's down there. So we wanted to do something where we would bring what we do at the Pump House out to the streets to where everyone could have access, every age group could have access, and also raise awareness about what we do at the Pump House.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that go on at the Pump House.
There's a lot of things that go on the Pump House. We have artists of all ages, all types of art, sculptures, and we also have events that are available there. There's so many different things that are available at the Pump House that I don't think that the average person would know unless they went and asked all the questions, but there's a plethora of things to be done there.
The Pump House has been open for a number of years now as an art gallery. Still, there are people that are not aware of what's in that building. And this is the opportunity really to bring that stuff out and show them.
Exactly. And it's also an opportunity to give newer artists who aren't even aware of the Pump House an idea of what happens there, the fact that they're welcome there. Because a lot of times when you walk into something that you consider as an art gallery, you almost feel like maybe your art isn't good enough to be a part of that space. And Art in the Streets kind of gives a larger audience more access to being shown.
Yeah. Juneteenth, of course, is part of the Pump House Center
Yes,
for the
it
Arts,
is.
and all month long there will be special things going on.
Yeah, we might as well call June, Pump House Month in Chillicothe because we have so much going on. And actually, June 1st, the first week of June, we'll release Artists of Color will come out. That art display will be available for all to see. And then we have immediately following that Art in the Streets, and then immediately following that Juneteenth. So it's a month packed with fun stuff at the Pump House, and all ages, everyone can participate. Everyone has a chance to kind of see what we do there and be a part of. Art in the Streets is great too because we get to invite other businesses that aren't necessarily artist businesses to be a part of it. And just kind of, the arts are so important to every community, and just for people to see that it is actually a part of your life, whether you know it or not. So.
Yeah. Just within the city limits, there's a great amount of talent.
Oh, yeah.
But this is open to a lot of artists, right?
It is. It is. We have anywhere from potters to crochet artists. We have painters. We have singers. We have everything you can think of and more. We've had poets last year. We had poets. And it's just really cool because especially for people in school, they still have a hard time feeling like what they're doing is special and they can do big scale things. And we've had kids come and have their own little booths, and they spread out all of the crafts that they've made and made some good money that night.
And that's a key right there. It's more than just having things to look at and adore. You can take some of it home with you for a price, right?
Yeah. And it's really cool because it teaches us how important it is to invest in the people around us and the gifts that they have and the passions that they have. And a lot of times it just enlightens people of what they have inside of themselves. And like this year, we have a lot of new artists who just attended last year and now they are participating this year. So it's a full circle kind of experience, the Art in the Streets event, from people learning to start a business, people just learning what it looks like for other people to be involved in what they're doing. So it's really good.
I have seen you under pressure on the dance floor. I've seen you as a business person involved in the community. This day is setting up, though. You're running around like crazy.
Oh yeah. That's a different level of pressure for sure. Yeah. But honestly, it goes smoothly because everything is kind of mapped out, and the artists have a lot of the brunt of the work because they have to come and set up. And some of these displays are intense. They bring like walls with them so you can see all of their things on display. Last year we had a guy who came out and actually threw pottery. So that was amazing to have like a live potter doing his work. And we have lots of great businesses like Nelly Dog Pottery. They are coming, and she puts all of her beautiful stuff on display. And it's just so cool that we get to have a city who allows us to do things like this and really visit all parts of our community at once. So, yeah.
And very well attended last year.
Very well attended. I will never forget looking up from the bandstand and seeing a street full of people. You just never know what you're going to get when you bring something new to a city. You just kind of cross your fingers and make sure you cross the T's and dot the I's and everything's in place. And then when you see the impact that it has, it really knocks you off your feet.
Yeah, I back during my radio days in Columbus, I had an opportunity to participate with the Columbus Arts Festival. And seeing how huge that was through the Scioto Mile and everything, well, they call it that now. It wasn't then back then. But to see that come alive on our streets in downtown Chillicothe, pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. And we are such a destination place now. It's cool to kind of put something like that on our map and as a part of our events that will happen continuously, because people always look for stuff like that they've never seen before. And big cities do stuff like this, but nobody really expects for what you would call a quote unquote small town to do something that at that level. So we have great things happening. We have art in the streets. We have sand in the streets. We have all of the things coming to Chillicothe. So it's really cool.
Absolutely. Now, perhaps I should have asked John Payne these questions, but since you're on the board, do you want to talk about what's going on with the Pump House,
yes,
the fundraising effort?
We have amazing efforts happening right now. We have our Fix the Bricks campaign. If you want to be involved in that in any way, you can go over to the website, Pump House Center of Arts. Or you can show up to the Pump House. That would be the best thing to do. We'll also have that information available at the Art in the Streets event. This Fix the Bricks campaign is all about trying to make sure that we sturdy up the brick facade on the Pump House building. It is a very historic building, so it takes a lot of special work to get that done. And we would love to partner with our community to get that done because it is a very special part of Chillicothe. And it's always more amazing and so much more impactful when the community kind of rallies around and uses their resources to preserve something that's special to us. So,
and when I last talked to John, there had been an effort for applying for grant monies, but you can't get all that you need.
No, it has to be matched.
That. So you have to
be matched.
Do some other efforts.
Yes, and we, which is okay, and I think that also gives us like a special key to encouraging our community to kind of pour in with us, because as a board, we are pushing to work toward that, and we're just inviting people to come along.
Yeah. So come on down to the Pump House and take a look at the bricks. You'll see what needs to be fixed. If I remember correctly, most of the deterioration is on the north side.
Yes.
So when you're in Yoctangi Park, just drive down. There's a big parking area that
Huge.
You can park right there. And if you've never been inside the Pump House, you got to go in.
Oh, yeah. And just to familiarize yourself with what's available to you is also really good, because I think a lot of times we just don't know what we have access to. And talk to whoever's behind the counter and talk to them about what's available for you. We're now doing some art classes for members. So if you're not a member of the Pump House, that is an incredible opportunity in itself. And it's available for rent for events and all kinds of things, which you wouldn't know unless you are a part of it. So.
Right. And I think one of the biggest misnomers is there's a charge to get in, and there's not.
There's not.
You
just walk
free.
right in.
Walk right in.
It's free.
Take a look around and enjoy what they have in the way of art on the walls and things. But
and events all year long.
Yeah, because if you're there for a wedding reception or some other event, you're just soaking it in already.
Oh, yeah, soaking it in. And it's really cool because I don't think we realized how many events are already consistently happening at the Pump House. So just kind of taking a visit, and we're already at Rock Dundee Park. We might as well go to the Pump House, get on the trail, and walk the trail.
Yeah.
There's so much to be done there. So
Now, I know, again, on Friday, the 9th of June, you've got the event with Art in the Streets, but there's NAACP Jazz going on at the Majestic Theater, so you can almost do two things for one.
You sure can. That weekend is packed. There will be lots going on that weekend, and it's so awesome to see like Chillicothe so alive and well with things happening in our community that we can put our hands on.
You've not been around long enough to hear people say, there ain't nothing to do around here. And that has changed a lot.
That has changed a lot
in the last 5 years.
Just in the time that we've been here. I remember my first time visiting was in 2017, and just barely things were starting to like get a rumbling under, lots of new businesses. And just in the last 4 years, I've seen huge shifts in the amount of things to do. Every age group has something to do. Every age group wants to be invested in what we're doing here. And it's so refreshing and it's so encouraging. It should make you want to do more things. So.
Yeah. You've probably seen a smokestack showing up behind us on the screen here. Don't forget, her place is The Stack, right there in the Fort Collective, right?
Yep, right in the Fort Collective. And the heart of The Stack is always about community involvement. So it's natural for us to be involved in things like the Pump House, and because we really want to see us thrive at every level. So that includes the arts, that includes business, that includes being involved at the school level, all of those parts and pieces.
Anything we have missed?
Nothing. Head over to the Pump House. Make sure that you get involved.
Again, if you want to participate as a vendor, is there a charge?
There is a charge. If you want to participate as a vendor, you can go over to the Pump House website. It's also on Facebook. So if you look up Pump House Center of Arts, you could have access to those things. If you'd like to participate as a vendor, if you are not selling art, it's only $50. If you are selling, it's $75 for your booth. And you get a table. You have a 10 by 10 space. You can put anything you want in there. And you can always email me with any of your questions at jade.eliseberry@gmail.com. And I'd love to talk to you. So just come to the Stack and I'll fill you in on all the information.
And if you're a basic Joe public like me, any charge to get in to take
There's
a look
no
at
charge.
the
Can you even believe that?
More
it's free.
Free
entertainment.
Always good to see you. Thank
Always
you for
good to
stopping by.
see you. Good to see you.
Jade Berry. Art in the Streets. Again, this will take place June 9th in downtown Chillicothe, right there on East 2nd Street between Paint and Mulberry. We'll see you again with another edition of Litter Media Live tomorrow here on Facebook.